Hey guys, this is my video entry for Horror Fan Man's 500 subs contest. Just recently hit 500 subs. Congratulations, man. Unfortunately, you have to already be a subscriber to enter this contest, but go ahead and give him a sub anyways, because he's got great content. He's got great collection of videos, horror reviews, out and abouts, you name it, he's got it. There'll be a link to his channel in the description box. And hopefully, if he has another contest, you can answer that one. Because he's got a really awesome prize pack this time around. He's got a whole bunch of horror DVDs, including the Arrow Blu-ray release for Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. Alright, for this contest, he's got 4 questions. I love all 4 of these questions, by the way. The first question is, what is the first horror film that you saw at the cinema? And for me, this has really surprised me because I actually thought it was another movie. But I did some digging around before I made this contest video. Otherwise, my answers would have been totally different, and they wouldn't have been as true. So, obviously, you can see here, we have Grizzly. And this was the first horror film that I saw at the cinema. And this movie originally came out back in 1976. That's when I saw it. I know I'm dating myself. I was a young child. I had an uncle that was like 7 years older than me. So he was like around 15. He took me to see it. You know, I don't think my parents even know I was going to see it. He just took me to go see it, and we watched it. I love this film. This is one of the first of the Jaws ripoffs. This is basically Jaws on land. Instead of a shark, you have a grizzly bear running through the forest, eating the campers. Really, really, I love this film. I'm happy to have this one in my collection. So that's the first question. All right, the second question you have for this contest is, what is the best horror edition of a movie that you have on either DVD or Blu-ray in your collection? And originally I was going to go with Dawn of the Dead, but Horror Fan Man had mentioned that in his video. And plus, for looks, I don't have the edition he has. He has the Arrow release, which is really awesome. I have the Anchor Bay edition, which has like 4 discs and everything, but it's really, like, looks-wise, it's kind of bland. So I decided to go with another Anchor Bay release, as you can see here, the Evil Dead Ultimate Edition. I really, really like this release. Originally, I was disappointed with the initial Evil Dead releases, especially Anchor Bay's first special edition, which was the Book of the Dead, because they had cropped the full frame image into a widescreen image, which wasn't the true presentation for the movie. This one corrects it. It's a 3-disc set, so you got, on one disc you have the widescreen, second disc you have full frame, which is the original aspect ratio, and the third disc is a special features disc, which has the Ladies of the Evil Dead interview on it. Alright, you see here, this is kind of like a digibook style, even though there's no text inside. I'll open this up real quick. Now, the cool thing, another thing I like about this edition is that it has these little pictures here. When Anchor Bay initially released Evil Dead back in 1999 on DVD, it was a bare bones release, but they released multiple covers, and these are the covers here. There was 5 of them, and if you put the spines together, they spelled evil, and then like there was letter D, probably for dead. So I'm just gonna open it up real quick so you can see inside. There's another one of the covers there. There's one there. All right, and then here we go here. At some point, I might try to see if I can get my hands on those original releases just for collection purposes. But so I decided to go with this one because aesthetically this is a really pleasing setup here for a box set. Alright, so there we go, the Evil Dead Ultimate Edition. Alright, the next question for his contest was, what was the first horror DVD that you bought? And at first I didn't think I was going to have anything because I had gotten rid of most of my early DVDs except for a couple. But I did a search and I actually found what I believe to be the first horror DVD that I bought, which would have been back in 1998 because I got a player from my mom for Christmas back in 1997. So we have The Devil's Advocate, starring Keanu Reeves and Al Pacino. This is one of those satanic films. This film would have been at home back in the 70s when those things were kind of big. This one was late in the game, coming out in 1997. Basically, Keanu Reeves plays a small-town lawyer that gets hired by Al Pacino's character to work at this huge law firm in New York. But it turns out it's a demonic, satanic law firm, and everything is just messed up. This film also stars Charlize Theron, This is a really awesome sleazy movie. I mean, you got Al Pacino overacting. You got Keanu Reeves horrible acting because he's supposed to be a Southern lawyer and he's got this really bad accent. And you got Charlize Theron getting naked because she's getting crazy from all the satanic stuff that she's seeing. This movie is really, really awesome. I really enjoy this film. At some point, I'm gonna go and upgrade this to Blu-ray. Now, originally, this was my pride and joy in my collection because this was a recalled version. There was a lawsuit because of the artwork that was supposed to be in Al Pacino's office in this movie, and I guess it was supposed to be. I'll see if I can even see it here. It looked like some other artwork at some cathedral, and they actually ended up taking them, recalling all the DVDs and changing the artwork. They've since fixed that now, so the new Blu-ray has the original version of the film as opposed to the DVDs that were released that were all altered. So I think it's time for an upgrade. Alright, now the last question you had was what horror movie, standalone horror film in your collection would you like to see have a sequel? And for me, I decided to go with Dr. Eagles. I really like this film a lot. This one stars Larry Drake, who was the main bad guy in the first Darkman movie. And he plays this crazy wannabe surgeon. I guess his father was a surgeon, but he was crazy and he was killing. I think his mom died and he went nuts. The wife died and the dad went nuts. And the son went nuts as well. And he was living in this abandoned house and his kids broke in to have a party and he started killing the kids. And the one girl's sick, so he's trying to save her. It's a really weird movie, but this was the kind of film that probably would have had a sequel had it not been released so late into the slasher game. Like this one came out in 1992, and by that time, most of the slasher films had been trickling. It wasn't like it was back in the 80s. Had this film came out in 82, maybe there would have been like 5 or 6 of them. Who knows? I really like this film a lot. Larry Drake is really crazy, and he giggles a little bit, and he giggles a lot in this one. But it's a really, really weird movie. I really like this one a lot. Alright guys, so that's my contest entry video for Horror Fan Man. There'll be a link to the channel in the description box. Give him a sub. Thanks for watching guys, and I'll talk to you all next time.